What is going on, everybody? This is Jen catching you on DTWJ Life. Hope you're all having a great day. It's about 12:38 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, on the lovely day of July 31st, 2018. I didn't even shuffle the cards yet, and I already got this here, Cyclone Inverted. It's kind of like Hanged Man Inverted, except it carries a slightly different meaning, at least. A huge difference to some. It's kind of like a situation where you're no longer being unfairly judged. You're not unfairly judging yourself, despite anything that's going on. Lack of expansion, though. Interesting. Let's shuffle this anyway. This is definitely going to touch on private matters, personal matters. Not business today. If I do a business reading for today, a general reading, I'll probably do it later. Maybe add tomorrow as well. Most of these are timeless, to be totally honest with you. And the day that they are uploaded and they come out is usually the day that I receive all these messages. But they could be timeless if they really hit. Or if it's been like an ongoing thing. Maybe I should start uploading timeless readings, timeless general readings as well, not just dated readings, so it makes a little bit more sense. I have been thinking about doing that. Some of you are dropping the rates to something that you were given because there's a lack of balance, a lack of options. You feel like you have no option but to. There's a lack of reconciliation within this certain type of relationship. Still going. Still shuffling. Not even done doing that yet. Okay, I think I am now. My cards are bending like crazy. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. That one just really wants to jump out. Choice and passion upright. If you're one of the people who have dropped the rates to something that you were given, perhaps something in a relationship or the relationship itself, you're beginning to find your passion in life again, instead of being this person stuck hiding behind a tree or in the shadow. That's where you once were. But you're coming out of that now. You're coming out of the shadows and you're meeting the light and greeting the light with a smile on your face because you're ready for change. You're ready for something new. You're tired of the old BS. Still going. Through that, you're finding peace and justice. You're operating at your highest. It does connect with business in a way. Perhaps this personal relationship in your life may tie with business as well. You're going to find that once you have gone through all of the steps prior to this card being pulled out, you're going to either refresh the business that you're in a way that it becomes more honest, or you're going to come across a more honest opportunity, a more honest person. You've been observing, and you not only have the intuition, but the foresight, not the hindsight, to move through. You'll also know how to exercise caution while doing so. Intellectual and psychological maturity are taking place, as it naturally will when you're going through difficult times and coming out of them. You're growing now, and it's happening quite suddenly. My lights just flickered. You guys see that? Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Yeah. I feel like I'm being guided along with this too. Although Mercury, this planet, is in retrograde, not Pluto. I don't know if Pluto is in retrograde. I hope not. Sudden changes are going to happen due to the other person's psychological immaturity. It's like their actions that they're taking are setting up the space. Don't worry, the cards haven't moved. Everything that they're doing and saying is setting up the chessboard for you, so to speak. You don't have to know what moves you're going to make. You don't have to know how many moves ahead you are of this person, because you're not competing with that person. You're competing with yourself to become a better version of yourself. But with each move that they make, you better see the outline. You better see the way that you see it evolves. You're able to understand it in its completion. It's like dealing with a narcissist and they do the pole shifting. It's a term. Look it up, please. Go ahead and Google it. They're always changing their minds about things, their stance on things. They can never actually have one set of values and stick with them. They're always molding and manipulating so that they have power over you. Well, instead, because of that priestess card, or Mother of Water card, which is the priestess card upright, you can see what's happening. You can intuitively pick it up at this point exactly what's going to happen, even if the position of the poles had shifted. You're going to regain your sense of self-worth because of this, and you'll have plenty of reasons to celebrate. You also have Venus here too, in conjunction with Pluto. You're going to reconcile with yourself everything that you thought was your fault, or actually was your fault. You're going to reconcile that with yourself. You're going to forgive yourself on that. You're going to be coming together with friends, family, neighbors, whoever is in your life that's supportive of you and does not try to dismantle you. You're going to be coming together with these people, and nothing but beauty is going to be happening. Love that. Still going. Somebody's lacking will here, though. This card says, "In my weakness, do not forsake me. Do not be afraid of my power." Don't be afraid of your own power, and stop asking people to not forsake you. If they open up the door, walk out. Or vice versa. If they want to walk out, open the door. Don't beg for people to stay in your life, especially if they're hurting you or if they're abusing you. There's no excuse for that. Okay? Yeah, this one is about personal relationships. Right now, you're left in a place where you feel very weak. You're lacking strength in a number of ways, not just one. Because seriously, look at the snake and the three heads. You're suffering in a number of ways, not just one. And instead of you being in perfect health because you're being fed the right things, it's almost as if tears are coming out. Cry yourself to sleep. You cry when you wake. When something's wrong, you have to pay attention to it. This card says, "What you see outside of you, you see inside of you. It is visible and it is your garment." Some of you may not exactly have a great home life, and there's a lot of drama in it that is unresolved or unfixable because one or both parties do not want to work on it. It's natural, it's normal, it does happen, but there's too much of that drama to the point where you're not even there most of the time. Like, your mind is always in a fog, You're always depressed, anxious, racing thoughts constantly to the point of obsessive thinking and not necessarily focusing on what you need to be doing to become better, a better version of yourself. Okay, that could mean resolving the situation if there's still room to do that. If there's not, walking away. Right now is the time to begin working on yourself so that you get better. Forget the other person. Work on yourself. Careful of what you tell other people about your personal life because they could start gossiping if they're not already. Gossip has been coming up quite a lot. Weird. I like that. And I hate to say it the way that I'm about to say it, but I understand personally why it's necessary. Keep your lips zipped about what's going on. You don't need to publicize it. Maybe, yeah, okay, tell like a few close friends, whatever. That's fine. But don't be publicizing it. Because that is what is going to keep the peace. Whether that means this narcissist believes that they've won, even though they haven't, because they are delusional. And or because of the fact that it gives you enough time and room to walk away. No matter how the poles shift, you still have a good view of the entire chessboard. Are you in it to win it? Yes, you are. Coming in fivefold. But this is your passion. You're in it to win it because it's your passion. It's not just about operating your business and being successful in it, although you do love your business. You're going to have to learn how to love yourself. Leave all the drama and arguing behind right there. And let this be you. Come into full circle. Seriously. Be connected. Get your stuff together. Connect with nature more. That might help. Father of water. You're not exactly the king or the queen of your own sustenance, monetary sustenance or emotional sustenance at that right now. But it will eventually happen. It's just that right now you're not willing to work on it, Saturn, to move forward. The sooner that you're willing to work on it, the better. But it's not an overnight process, it's gradual, so that's going to come up inverted. This is how you're feeling. When you're unable or unwilling to work on it. A little bit hopeless. Like less than that beautiful sunshine that you're supposed to be, the beacon. Whoever this person is doing a really great job of taking that power away from you. Start to guard yourself, protect yourself, because sometimes the worst of the worst energies can be coming from inside of the home or the neighborhood. Somewhere you're meant to feel safe. This could go one of two ways. Either this is going to be that person and you're going to remain trapped, or this is going to be you putting that person in their place so that they stop their BS and stop the drama. It's up to you, though. It really is. It's up to you. I know it's hard. Stay strong. It's not the worst and it's not the best thing in the world. Again, at the bottom of the deck, we have Mountain upright. The challenge is not over. To a narcissist and within their delusion, it's never over. They're always the winner. But it's really not over until you say it's over. Let's shuffle again. I am. It's necessary. I got my cedar wood incense going. It smells lovely. Just got done cleansing my deck with it. I felt like lighting something earthy to touch on the earth in my natal chart. Does help because it grounds you, balances you out. It's necessary. You can have an earthquake happening around you and still be grounded. Like, you know, all this chaos and stuff that's happening around you and possibly to you, it is happening to you as well because you witness it. You have to put up with it and deal with it. Not saying that you have to, but you're lacking the will right now. So it's kind of like you're being forced to deal with it. Hold on a second. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to deal with anything. We always convince ourselves that we have to. Fill in the blank, whatever it is. But it's really our passion and our choices that make us think and feel like we have to. Like, I got no choice. No, yeah, you do. You have a choice. You just say I have no choice because you don't want anything about it to change. So if you're going to say that, make it a healthy thing. Say, you know, I'm going to do better for myself, take better care of myself because I have no choice. Start there. Not exactly the best saying, but we're so darn used to saying it. It's habitual, it's subconscious. Understandable. Make it into a positive. Make it work for you. That's the whole point. Make it work for you. I'm still saving it. It's okay. Oh, tower upright. Anyway, back to this. What did I just say and what just popped up? Look at that. Yeah. It's like this is what you show to the world at all times, no matter what kind of day you're having. You could be having a great day, a bad day, but this is what you show. This is what's really happening. Lack of expansion, Jupiter inverted. Not willing to work. Not really making a lot of money either. Kind of suffering in that department. Understandable. Tower upright. Things are going to be torn apart and torn away from you. Perhaps people will be torn away from you. Even if you love them. They may not be meant for you, or they may have served their time in your life as a karmic lesson as long as they needed to, which is why so much drama is happening, so much suffering is happening. It's a karmic lesson, and it's about to come to an end. Prepare for it, wait for it, it's coming. It will happen. There will be an end to it. Whew. That gave me chills. You're going to be receiving some very difficult messages, very sharp-tongued, lacking in compassion, but pay attention. Pay attention to everything is said in the context which it's said in. Because even though the pole shifting does happen, and possible gaslighting, they meant it at the time. Always pay attention. Be cognizant of everything that's being said at any given time, even if it was a stupid petty argument, air quote, petty argument. No, it wasn't. Or, no, I was just joking. No, they weren't. They want to keep the storm from erupting because they see how powerful you truly are, despite how much abuse you've been putting up with. A transformation is going to occur, whether with you, the other person, or both parties. But after the transformation completes, this cycle will complete. What did I say about you or them walking away? Cycles are going to be ending. Following that up, an indefinite, a definitive, separation and putting something to rest is going to happen, okay? Guys, if you want further guidance on this matter or your personal matter, contact me through the information in the description below, and we'll get started on your personal reading. Thank you guys so much for viewing, for liking, commenting, sharing, and for subscribing. Until tomorrow, take care and blessed be.